That's a great background to talk about films and the Chinese films and the Indian films.
Yes,
Okay,
I thought this
let's move
background
on
will.
to the next topic, that is films. Do you
Sure.
like Chinese films?
Oh, absolutely. So basically, growing up in India, say in the mid 80s and 90s, I was a huge fan of Chinese martial art films. Bruce Lee and Jackie Chan were icons for my generation. Not many know that even in India, Bruce Lee and Jackie Chan were superstars. So in many way, these movies, Bruce Lee and Jackie Chan movies, introduced a lot of Indians to China and Chinese martial art and culture and storytelling. During my, in fact, I think I mentioned I used to have a big Bruce Lee poster, the one that is here, Enter the Dragon, on my background. I used to have that poster in my house, and also during my years in China, I had the opportunity to watch many other popular Chinese films, including The Wandering Earth, The Monkey King, and even the 1960 classic about the legendary folk singer, Liu Sanjie from Guilin, Yangshuo region. And each of these films showcases a different aspect of Chinese storytelling, from futuristic sci-fi to mythical epics and traditional folk tales, highlighting the rich diversity of Chinese cinema. So over the years, I have come to appreciate the diversity of Chinese cinema. And as I see today, Chinese films are pushing creative boundaries, whether it's historical epics, sci-fi blockbusters, or stunning animated films like Ne Zha. It is exciting to see how Chinese storytelling continues to evolve and captivate global audiences.
Okay, as you mentioned, Jackie Chan has also influenced several generations of Chinese people also. And you also mentioned Ne Zha, and just this Chinese animated film, Ne Zha, breaks into the top 10 films in terms of the global box office of 12.05 billion yuan in just 20 days. So, in your opinion, why this Chinese domestic film, Ne Zha 2, can be such a success?
Well, it's an irony that I haven't seen Ne Zha 2 yet, but I have watched Ne Zha 1, Ne Zha Birth of the Demon Child, back in 2019, and it was absolutely stunning. So I'm still waiting for the sequel, Ne Zha 2, which is making waves, across the news headlines these days, making all kind of box office hits. But I can understand. I'm waiting for it to be released in my city because I would love to experience it on the big screen. And I have been following its phenomenal success in China, and it's yet another testament to how Chinese animation has reached a level on kind of on par with Hollywood in both quality and storytelling. So obviously, all these aspects, the amazing storytelling, the great technology, the great creative animation work that China has achieved is the reason that it is succeeding. And also the fact that there is an increased, I think, the movie is doing very well in China already, but it is also going to do well abroad because there is an increased curiosity about China in the rest of the world.
And in my opinion, the success of Ne Zha 2 is a symbol of the rising of Chinese culture, or the Asian culture, and the Asian mythology. So,
yeah, of course. So that is true. So from what I saw in the first Ne Zha, it was an incredible cinematic experience. The animation, action sequences, and most importantly, the emotional depth all came together beautifully. I think Ne Zha works so well because it blends mythology with universal themes of self-discovery, rebellion, and destiny. And that is something that is appealing, to global audience. And coming, China's animation industry, as I mentioned, has made huge strides in recent years. And Ne Zha is a perfect example of how homegrown stories can compete with the best in the world. It is no surprise that audiences everywhere are loving it.
Okay. Okay, I love the Ne Zha too, and I have watched this movie. It is excellent, and there are many values which is universally recognized, such as the the connection between parents and their child. It is really a moving story.
100%, 100%. I agree, and I'm eagerly waiting to watch Ne Zha 2, which is creating waves at the moment.
I believe, and let's hope this Ne Zha 2 will be released in Istanbul, Turkey, one day, and let's wait to see and what a miracle this film can create in the future. And sometimes I also think maybe a good movie may not create a miracle, but a good movie in China can actually create a miracle because of the huge uh, Chinese people and the huge consumer market.